Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, October 17th, 2021. Today I have a special video for you that involves several vehicles drag racing or racing in an unsafe manner on the Palisades Parkway, northbound. This video actually starts out on the Harlem River Drive in New York City, as you will shortly see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back and forth between the actual sights and sounds of the video, and I'm going to then at times cut into narration like I'm doing now so you can understand exactly what's going on both on and off camera. I think this is a very important topic because in the last few months this problem has escalated greatly in the New York City and New Jersey area. Now, I'm not talking about people doing 75 or 80 miles an hour. No, I'm talking about people doing over 120 miles an hour, zigzagging in and out, refusing to stop for the police. And yeah, I will show you all of this on this very video. So let's get started, and you'll see me entering the Harlem River Drive at 155th Street, where I'm attempting to merge left to get into the traffic heading for the bridge, where I first encounter these individuals. And you'll see how they zigzag in and out. In an effort to get a better look at them, I had to cross over the solid white line. As you'll see, it's not something I usually do, but in this case I had to do it for continuity purposes. So that being said, let's get started with the video.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, there are at least 3 cars involved. Number 1 is the dark blue one on the right. Number 2 is the one in front of him with the Pennsylvania license plates and the pink wheels, who you'll see again later in the video. And number 3 is the one with the Delaware license plates. Keep that in mind as the video continues across the George Washington Bridge. Now I'm traveling westbound going over the George Washington Bridge heading into New Jersey. I have totally put those guys out of my mind because I don't know where they're going and I don't really care. As you can see, I'm in the lane dedicated to the Palisades Parkway in Fort Lee, New Jersey. So I'm going around this curve now and I'm entering a construction zone which always slows everything down. But what I'd like you to do is keep your eye on the left-hand median just after the old toll booths, and you will see 2 Palisades Parkway police cars sitting there monitoring traffic. Take a look on the left side right now. You're going to see them right there. Now, frankly, I'm not sure why they're sitting there. Perhaps somebody called in that these guys were driving unsafe. But I really don't think that's the case, because how would they know that these guys were going to choose the Palisades Parkway as opposed to Route 80, Route 95, Route 4, etc.? I didn't even know where they were going, and I had totally forgotten about them. My personal feeling is I think they were just sitting there monitoring traffic because this highway is very heavily patrolled by the Palisades Parkway police, and they do have a reputation for giving out tickets. Okay? So that being said, I'm going to continue north on the Palisades Parkway now, And I want you to keep your eye on the right side of the screen, and you'll see what happens next.
We'll go over there and help. This is not how we want to portray our country. This is not how we want to portray, us giving thanks to them, you know what I'm saying? It's just messed up.
Romeo hopes the kidnapping doesn't discourage others from helping the people of Haiti who really need help. Carol.
Did you see that guy? 120 miles an hour or thereabouts and passing on the right-hand shoulder. You may have noticed the car had Delaware license plates, and I realized right away he was one of the group that I had just encountered on the Harlem River Drive. So when there's one, there's going to be more. You can see I pulled over to the right lane because I want to stay as far away from these guys as is humanly possible. I go a few more miles up the Palisades Parkway, and this happens. Now you're probably wondering why the Chevy pulled over to the side of the road. I believe he was waiting, thinking that more people from this convoy were going to come shooting by and he could get them. And the Dodge Charger continued on his way. But up ahead is a rest stop where people sometimes pull over to check out the lookout. And you can't see this, but I could see it from my rearview mirror. As I'm proceeding northbound, the SUV Chevrolet marked police vehicle is coming up behind me with the lights flashing. At first I thought maybe he had spotted one of the racers between him and where I was. But what he's going to do is, for some reason, he thought that one of the racers had pulled into the rest stop and was trying to elude the police. See, there's the rest stop on your right. See it? So what he did was, I'll show you the spot. Right about here, he made a sharp right, drove over the grass, and into the rest stop, thinking that maybe one of the guys had ditched their cars in there, but that in fact was not the case. So it continued from here going north. Okay, continuing north about 5 miles up the road, if you keep your eye on the left-hand side, you'll see that same Chevy SUV police vehicle pass me at a fairly high rate of speed. We're not too far from the New York border here, so I imagine they may have radioed to the New York State Police, who are in charge of the Palisades Parkway at the New York State line. I'm happy that the Palisades Parkway Police did not do 100 miles an hour like these guys were doing, or even 120 is more like it, because somebody could easily have been killed today. The actions of those motorists with the Delaware and Pennsylvania plates was reckless, and they shouldn't even be allowed to drive. They have absolutely no respect for the residents of New York City and New Jersey pulling those shenanigans over here. But I figured this video would be a good teaching tool, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment anything you have to say about this video and dangerous driving, and have you noticed a big increase of it in your area? I sure have. This is getting out of hand. And by the way, once again, today is October 17th, 2021. I know I never fixed the video date on my dash cam, and I probably never will. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Rock on, and peace!